All right, guys, welcome to another episode. This is our potato zeppelin. We're gonna cut them up and make some French fries today. Come on. What is up, YouTube people? We are back for another video. So we've been so focused on the greenhouse and everything, I haven't really talked about anything else. Well, we haven't really done anything else. We've just been taking care of the animals and stuff. The 150 gallon has just been empty for a while since we moved all the fish over to the pond. If you guys haven't seen those videos, make sure to go check them out. I'll link one up above. But I'm getting ready to put some fish back in the aquarium again. So basically I have a new plan for the permanent setup for this aquarium, and the fish going into it this time are never going to leave it. You know, it's going to be the lifetime setup for this. So I've decided I want to do a really cool West African setup, and it's going to be heavily planted. So I've been starting to get parts for it. My buddy gave me an awesome deal on this CO2 setup. So I'm going to get that set up, and then at some point I'm going to completely drain this tank, get some new driftwood, rescape it, plant it, and then add all the fish. But we will talk more about that in the future. In the meantime, the same guy that I got the CO2 from gave me a deal I couldn't pass up on the main species I want to keep in this. I'm going to have a lot of fish in this. It's going to be like a West African community kind of, but it's mostly going to revolve around these fish right here. So he gave me a killer deal. I already had the tank all set up and running. You can see I got a bunch of botanicals in here just because I got sick of sitting here staring at an empty tank. It's kind of depressing. So I put some stuff in it so it at least looked like something. But yeah, now we have some unexpected fish for it. Happy I had it all set up because I got a killer deal on them. So we will put them in here for a while, and then I'll get the 40 gallons going again and get them all set up and cycled. And once they're cycled, we will move these fish over to the 40 gallon while we rescape and plant this, and then they will move back in eventually. So right now we just have them in this bucket acclimating and getting ready to go, and then we will plop them in and show you what we got. All right, little guys are ready to go into their new home. So take all this out of here. Unplug the aerator that Zeppelin's laying on so it's barely working anyways. And then we'll start getting them out. Oh, I haven't even told you guys what it is yet, huh? Dang, these fish are sick. These are one of my favorite smaller fish. Dang, I need a smaller net. So these are this little doofus.
I didn't see it at all.
Congo Spotted Puffers. So these guys are super cool. Like I said, this is gonna, look at him, he's like a little potato.
Can't see him.
Well, we'll get a bunch of cool B-roll and stuff. But these guys are just little puffers. They only get like 3.5, 4 inches. They're one of the few puffers that can stay in groups together, and they can be a bit nippy, but for the most part they can live with other fish if you add the proper fish. But we're doing a whole West African setup based around these guys. So plants, everything's going to be from West Africa, and we're going to do probably some cool Congo tetras and lots of other stuff. But we will probably have a group of like somewhere between 8 and 12, but my buddy gave me a good deal on 6 of these guys right now. So let's get the rest of them in here and then see what the little potatoes are doing. They're the cutest fish I think I've ever seen before. Oh my gosh. I've wanted these guys for a long time, but just have not had a good enough reason to get them. And they will do great in the 150. There will be plenty of room for a decent group of them and a bunch of other fish. Make it look real nice and natural. This also is going to be my first heavily planted setup before. Like, I've never even done a setup with CO2 or anything, so I'm really excited to get into that. It'll add to the vibe down here. We need to start redoing this room down here and all the animal cages and making it real cool. So I'm excited to get this all planted so it'll kind of match the vibes with the rest of the vivariums and plants we got. But yeah, first planted tank. So I'm going to do full CO2 like I said, and then the only thing I need to learn a little bit more about is fertilizers. I've been researching for months, so I have a fair bit of knowledge about it, but I still have quite a bit to learn. So let me know in the comments what tips or suggestions you guys have on how to make this an awesome planet tank, because I could use whatever advice I can get, I'm sure. Man, I need a flashlight. I can't even see in here. So that is going to be it for this video, everybody. A little short and simple video for you, but hope you guys enjoyed the new Congo Spotted Puffers. I am super excited to have them, and we'll keep doing videos as this tank progresses and once we move the fish over to the other tanks and get ready to plant it and all that. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. Oh, Zeppelin tripped me. It's okay though. This is our other potato. Big potato. Big potato. Big potato. Big potato.